podcast made by basketball fans for basketball fans. From the hottest takes, news, analysis, and passion for the sport that we all love, this is the Fast Break Pod with Finn James and Will Tremaine. Welcome into the Fast Break Podcast, the podcast made by basketball fans
for basketball fans.
Finn James,
Will Tremaine,
back again with another episode. We had the NBA special last week, so it didn't count as an episode. So this is episode 7 of season 2. Welcome in.
Welcome back, guys. Lots of basketball's been going on. Obviously, the NBA season is fully underway now. We're going to get into that later on in the episode. Lots of exciting stuff happening in the NBA, especially with the Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah, right.
But before that, we're going to obviously break down the NBL round 7, I believe it was. We got 4 games this week, including the Breakers game as well. So that's 5 games.
2 games tonight.
Yeah.
And 1 on Monday, actually, which I think it's the first time I've played on Monday this season so far. But
so obviously we're not going to cover those, but we got 5 to break down for you so far. But as always, how do we start it off? And we got some world basketball news, mainly just NBL signings here.
Yeah.
Who's been signed to who, Finn?
So a few new signings. One that's a little bit old, but we didn't really cover it off when it first happened. But first one is QJ Peterson signing for the Illawarra Hawks. Made his debut against the Breakers actually on Friday. Won't talk too much about him now. We'll get into it a bit later. I wasn't impressed. Let's just go with that.
I mean, didn't have much game time to play anyway because
he played a lot. He played a lot. I'll be honest. Mojave King, our boy,
finally been picked up.
He is on the Kens Taipans as a injury replacement for Alex Higgins-Titcher. Personally, I think this is a great pickup for the Taipans, who have been struggling. Got a dub this round, though, which I think was, they needed one. But yeah, Mojave King's back in the league. First of all, we should have signed him literally in the offseason. I'm surprised we didn't. I heard that there was rumors that he was trying to explore overseas opportunities in Europe.
Maybe even the G League, back in the G League, I saw.
Yeah, something like that. But he didn't actually make it anywhere, and I guess he was just waiting for an opportunity, and Kens came knocking with Alex Higgins-Titcher out with an injury for a little bit of time, so Mojave jumps over there. David Duke Jr. heading to the Perth Wildcats for Mason Jones' replacement. I think this is a huge pickup for Perth.
A name that NBA fans will be familiar with.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's spent time. I think he was on the Brooklyn Nets, I believe.
So, yeah.
That's where I remember him from. Elite point guard signing to replace Mason Jones. See what he can do in the Perth Wildcats jersey.
Yeah, and one that happened a couple weeks ago, which we didn't really cover off. Southeast Melbourne Phoenix adding to their defensive powerhouse, signing Wes Awandu, who is also he's an NBA player.
Former NBA player. I think he was on the Magic.
I think you're probably right.
That's when I last remember seeing him.
Yeah, so he's headed over to Southeast Melbourne Phoenix. He's already played a few games and already just been an absolute menace on the defensive end for Southeast Melbourne, which is the philosophy of Josh King, of course, who honestly, he's done pretty good for Southeast Melbourne so far since saved their season last year, and adding Wes Awandu, not a bad signing. Keeps adding to that defense first mentality from Josh King, so a pretty decent signing. That's all we have so far. No real big news in the basketball space.
Yeah,
there'll be a bit of NBA news. Including this Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier scandal, which has been going on and about unfolding for the last week or so. We'll talk about that a little. We'll talk about that a little bit later on, but without further ado, let's get into the NBL Round 7, the games that have actually happened so far. Well, what have you seen that's stood out to you?
Yeah, speaking of Tassie, they opened out the round with a loss to Perth, 95-84 in this one. Bryce Hamilton, he led the way for Tassie, 26 points, 11 for 15 shooting. He's kind of been Mr. Consistent for them throughout the whole season, 20 points in most games, looking like a great import signing for Tassie. And as for Perth, JLA, as he's been doing all season long, dominant, probably one of the best big men in the league, 1 or 2 in my opinion.
Absolutely.
23 points and 6 rebounds for him. And then they also had Elijah Pepper, 19 points off the bench, shooting 7 for 9. So great impact player coming in there and securing the dub for Perth.
Yeah, good win for Perth. Like you said, Bryce Hamilton, honestly, being one of the best scorers in the league, in my opinion. Really struggled against the Breakers a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
They were on that weird schedule though. They just played 2 days before, but Tassie need to start stringing some wins together. They've been struggling a little bit in recent time, in my opinion. But
I think we've jumped them now. They're second to last on the
potentially,
table.
yeah.
Illawarra's
and obviously
bottom.
Illawarra's bottom, which we'll get into the table a little bit later on through this episode. But yeah, so Perth get the win, which is much needed. They don't have David Duke Jr. yet. I think he'll be playing this coming round, you'd suspect.
Yeah, you'd imagine.
Very exciting to see what they can produce. Dante Russo-Nance probably head to the bench, even though he's been starting, he's been starting, but doesn't play starter minutes sometimes, which is random. But Dante's been pretty damn good considering the age of the bloke. Really good experience for him as well. So, yeah, I guess John Reilly's kind of put some trust in him, and his son's been getting good minutes too. So, yeah, good win for Perth. The Bullets got a massive one over Cairns going up next, and they will.
Shock. Cairns obviously really struggling this year.
Yeah.
Jack McVeigh, I thought they'd come in and have a bit more of an impact on the table this year, Cairns, but they're struggling. Casey Prather and Tyrell Harrison. I said to Finn off pod, I think they're one of the best duos in the league. They seem to be just consistent A and consistent B every night, in and out. They both had 21 apiece in this one. Jalen Adams also adding 20 points and 7 dimes off the bench. So, 6th man of the year. Front runner, I'd say, right now for me.
You'd be surprised, yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. And McVeigh, like I said, for Cairns, he finished with 23 points in this one. So, trying his best efforts, but it's hard when there's not much help around him, let's be honest.
I mean, that was his first game back from injury as well. To be fair, they did turn it around and did get a win over Tassie not long after. But I think Jack McVeigh was out with injury for a while. I still don't know if he's really playing up to that $1 million paycheck that he's getting.
No, I agree.
Yeah, so, but, now they have Mojave King there, struggling with injury. Rain Smith has picked up his shooting ability a little bit. He started off the season really slow, in my opinion, but that hole that Sam Wardenberg has left at that big man position with Marcus Lee's been doing a decent job, but Sam Wardenberg's offensive output for somebody his size and his ability, I think they're really missing him, and I don't know what his timeline for return is. I think it was 2 months when the injury occurred, if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3. So I don't know how far away he is, but you never know. Cairns could turn it around. They have a good team. I think I need to see a little bit more from Admiral Schofield. He started off the season quite good, but I think he's just kind of dipped down a little bit, considering how the other imports in the league are quite flourishing, in my opinion.
I'll still stand by the fact I think it was a big loss losing Ashton Higgins before the season started, obviously with his visa problems.
Yeah.
I think he would have had a great impact on defense. But anyway, moving on to the next game. It's Cairns again. They had a quick turnaround.
Breakers played between, but we'll get into that after this.
2-day turnaround for Cairns in this one. Played Thursday night and then Saturday night. And they got the win in this one. They beat Tassie 75-69. So two teams kind of struggling. Low scoring affair. 75-69 is a very low score in the NBL. But yeah, Bryce Hamilton for Tassie. Yet again, another 20 piece. I mean, he's probably going to get you 20 every night. Put it in your multis.
We need that.
Yeah. And Jack McVeigh had 23 in this one as well. So Mr. Consistent. A little bit worse shooting in this one. I think it was 9 for 20. And Andrew Andrews, he had 27 for Cairns on 4 for 4 from 3 as well.
Yeah.
So he's been above expectations for me so far.
I agree.
We obviously were quite low on him, like when he got signed. But
coming into the league, they needed a new point guard, somebody who was going to be able to pass the ball well. And wherever he played before, I can't remember exactly where it was.
Some team in the EuroLeague.
Was it EuroLeague?
Yeah.
One of them teams. I think he averaged like 2.3 assists.
Yeah.
I mean, he had 10 assists in their loss against the Bullets, I think. So he's doing his job, and I think he's still finding his feet, but he's a really good scorer. Yeah. He's a really, really good scorer. One of the better ones in the league. I just think he takes a while to heat up.
Yeah.
But he is starting to impress me a little bit more. That's for sure. Last night we had another game as well. Sydney finally get a win. I feel like they've been struggling quite a bit this year. Considering the firepower that Sydney do have on their team, they should be near the top of the table, in my opinion. But they're kind of struggling. Where are they sitting right now? They're sitting 6th on the table, with an under 500 record. But they got a really big win over Brisbane, which, I'm sort of like, Brisbane have been a pretty inconsistent team this year, just quietly.
They have, but that big of a scoreline was quite a shock to me. I thought this was going to be a close game.
116 to 79. That's a 37 point loss to Brisbane. That's a huge blowout.
Big loss.
Yeah, absolutely. Xavier Cooks led the way, 24 and 10. Once again, he's one of those players I want to see more from. 24 and 10 is a great game, but realistically, he needs to be doing that every night.
Yeah.
I don't know if, he's a former MVP of this league, right, Will? So he's proven that he's one of the best players. Went and played for the Washington Wizards, but I feel like since returning, I don't know if the team that Brian Gorgian's built around him is the right fit, in my opinion. I think he needs point guards to really get him in the right places, get him downhill. When you have the likes of Kendrick Davis on your team, who's a very ball-dominant scorer, You could argue Matthew Dellavedova is a relatively ball-dominant scorer as well, the way he likes to back down in the post, clog that paint up. Where does Xavier Cooks even really operate with throughout this team? It's kind of a tricky one, eh?
And wasn't Xavier Cooks another one of those $1 million guys, right?
Correct.
So kind of a bit like Jack McVeigh, kind of, you could say somewhat underwhelming considering the $1 million like paycheck that he's getting for the club.
Absolutely.
Kendrick Davis and Tim Suarez, is that
Suarez,
his name?
yeah.
Suarez. They both added 19 each for Sydney.
Solid.
And Prather again, another guy that's just been Mr. Consistent all year. He had 24 for Brizzy in the loss.
Prather's been
Let's talk about him.
Prather's just been in exceptional form since the first game of the season. I mean, he came to New Zealand opening night against the Breakers and had 30-something, and he just hasn't really taken his foot off the gas since. He's been so good. I saw a stat this year. This is sort of off topic, but on the same realm. This time last year, I think there was only 2 players in the league averaging more than 20 points. I think there's 6 now this season.
Yeah.
Like, the scoring output from some of the players in this league has just gone exponentially up this season. It's something that we were expecting to see, considering the type of talent that is in the NBL now, and considering how good some of these local players are playing this season. Like, Nathan Sobey has been on a fucking heater this year, which is crazy.
Still don't rate him.
Damn!
Nah.
He's an MVP candidate back in the day.
He was.
We got a few games, obviously, tonight and on Monday before we head into this Breakers game. Just going to get your predictions on these, Will.
Yeah.
We've got Southeast Melbourne hosting the Perth Wildcats tonight at 4:30. So it'll be on by the time the pod goes up. But what are your thoughts going into this one?
Give me Southeast Melbourne. I don't know. That's
Any
a close
any
one.
standouts?
I think they're just going to have a well-rounded game.
As they always do.
Yeah.
Josh King's mentality.
Yeah, 100%. I think
Yeah.
at home, that gives them the slight edge. I think if it was in Perth, I'd lean Perth. Home court advantage gets them done for that one.
Yeah, and then I'm probably leaning on the same boat as you. I mean, the second best team in the NBL right now. So they've proven that they're going to be those
I do
guys.
like Perth, though.
Perth, if David Duke Jr. is playing tonight, who knows what could happen. Unsure whether he has joined the team yet or not, but yeah, I think I'm the same as you. Southeast Melbourne defensively are just that good. Playing at home as well. You'd think it's going to be a dub. Yeah. We've got Adelaide and you've got Adelaide 36ers, third team in the league, playing the Illawarra Hawks tonight. I think it's a pretty obvious one in Adelaide as well.
Give me Illawarra, obviously. Joking, obviously. Adelaide, gonna destroy them. If we can beat them by, 52? 42. Adelaide should go out there and beat them by 70.
Damn.
I mean,
That's a bold
if
take.
that's how basketball maths works. But no, obviously they're not going to beat them by 70. But I think quite handily get the job done. Bryce Cotton probably go for 30 again. So, no, I think that'll be a comfortable 20 to 30 point win for the Adelaide 36ers.
Yeah, you'd think it'd be a bit of a blowout. Illawarra have welcomed back Dave O'Hickey from injury. He played his first game against the Breakers on Friday night.
I think it'll take a bit of time for him to get his group back.
I agree. He made some great plays. Obviously was the unofficial NBL Finals MVP from Delhi. QJ Peterson as well, their new import, really struggled against the Breakers. Like, it was a tough watch, man. Yeah. It was a tough watch. But yeah, Adelaide are going to get this one done. Cheatham looked excellent against Melbourne United last weekend. That scoring output, he almost had a triple-double. I think he's really stepping up when Bryce kind of gets shut down. Teams are doing it now. Teams are throwing double teams at Bryce. And the thing is with Adelaide, I feel like they don't have another player to take that scoring load off of Bryce. Cheatham really needed to step up. He did last weekend. They had that 1-point loss against Melbourne, which was an excellent game.
You
obviously.
got Dejan, who's like an elite shooter,
Just
but he's
so inconsistent, though.
and he can't really create his own shot. He can somewhat, but not to the extent that you'd want. Like, he's kind of more of a catch and shoot guy, one of the best shooters in the league. But yeah.
Yeah, and Flynn Cameron, as much as I love him and how good he has been this year, I mean, he's had almost a triple in points per game average jump since last year. He's not going to go out there and score you 25 points on a given night. He's going to give you that 12 that you need as a supporting cast member. But outside of Bryce, they do lack a little bit of scoring. Like, Isaac Humphries isn't going to go out there and get you a bunch of buckets. The only way he's scoring is off rebounds and pick and rolls. Like, he's not.
Isaac Humphries is
You don't rate him?
Nah.
I think I talked about this on our last NBL pod 2 weeks ago. I reckon he's amongst some of the better big men in the league this season. I reckon, yeah. I think he has made use of the absence of Montrezl Harrell, for sure. I think he's taken that spot and said, you don't need to go find another big man, you've just got me. And I think he's done pretty good this year.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Should we get into the game of the round, though, Finn? Obviously,
We've got Monday night's
win.
game.
Monday night's game?
Monday night's
Let's
game.
give our predictions for that then.
Melbourne United, 9-0, versus the Sydney Kings in Melbourne.
Melbourne United.
Yeah, I'm the same. I just thought I'd have to
9-0.
But yes, the game of the round.
Breakers versus versus Hawks, 102-60.
Yeah.
Absolute domination. Much needed win for us Breakers fans.
Oh.
What are we now? Third to bottom?
I had the table up just before. We are 8th.
8th.
3-7.
3-7. Okay.
Realistically, though, like you look at 3-7, there's probably about out of those 7 losses, I'd say there's 3 of them we should have won.
Yeah.
We should have beaten the Bullets a week and a bit ago. That Thursday night game, blowing a 24-point lead at Event Finder Stadium, really hurt. We probably should have beat Southeast Melbourne Phoenix a few weeks before that as well. So that's 2 wins, and then there was that Perth game as well that we probably should have won. But
I mean, yeah,
3-7.
Just to go out there and get a win like this on the road, massive for the boys. Stand out for me, who's probably been the biggest highlight for the Breakers this year so far, Sam Menenga.
Oh, bro.
He's looked phenomenal. Like, most improved front runner, in my opinion. He's looked like a top 4. Like, we're talking about big men in the league so far this year. I think he's the 4th best big man in the league so far.
He's been unreal.
Yeah.
He's been shooting the ball really well these last few games too. That's something that... remember, the 2 big wins we've had this year have come against Illawarra. Obviously, in that Ignite round, we put a massive scoreline on Illawarra as well. And we do it again. 42 points. It's an NBL season high for a winning margin this year as well. So that's awesome.
And not only his offense, he held JaVale McGee to 13 points.
Yeah.
Who, like we were saying, when he first came into NBL 26, he was looking unstoppable, JaVale McGee. I think he debuted with like 30 points. So for Sam Menenga to hold him to 13 points, that's massive. Especially as an undersized, like we've spoken about how he's more of a 4, but he's been playing that 5 role this year with Baker sliding to the 4, and he's holding his own against these like bigger guys. Night in, night out, he's going up against most of the time a taller, bigger player at the center position, and he's holding his own. So
absolutely.
Very impressed.
Not only in this game, but you saw it against the Bullets as well. Although Tyrell Harrison did end up having the upper hand, in my opinion, in that game. Halftime against that Bullets game, he had 25 at the half on Tyrell. He was absolutely cooking him. Obviously, only finished with 27. I thought he was going to be in for like a 30, 40-point night, but scoring output slowed down. I mean, the entire Breakers scoring output slowed down that night. But yeah, Friday night, absolutely. I mean, JaVale McGee, like you said, came into this league. He'd come off a very good season in Puerto Rico. Both of them had, to be fair. So Sam had already been playing JaVale over in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sam standing at 6'9", but that dude loves the gym. You can tell, man. He's a very, very large human being. And his ability to shoot the 3 ball has not only helped us exponentially, but helped his game flourish so much. Because when you're playing against somebody like JaVale McGee, an older, you could say slower-ish center at like 30 whatever years old, 7'1", he drops pretty deep. A lot of Sam had 2 threes on the night on Friday against JaVale, and they're basically wide open threes, just simply because Sam's popping, JaVale's helping too low, and he's just not fast enough to get back out. Yeah. And that's something that Sam has been doing all season. It wasn't dropping for him much at the start, but I think Sam's 3-point shot is gonna be very, very good at the next.
I think he's making better reads as well. Like, there were times at the start of the season he'd have a wide open 3 and he wouldn't take it and would be like, shoot that thing. And then there'd be times where he'd like shoot a slightly contested 3, it would miss, and would be like, okay, but why would he shoot that one? I think his decision making on like what he's putting up now is way better. Like you said, if he's popping on a screen and he sees the other team's center like drop back, shoot that thing every single time, 100%. Like, don't care if it misses. You're probably gonna make those 50% of the time on a wide open 3, and that's what we want.
Yeah, he's averaging 18 points a game this year, which is a significant jump from last season. Obviously, Taco Fall did kind of halt his season because he started off, in my opinion, pretty good for us last year. Yeah. But he's come out the blocks pretty hot this season, averaging 18 a game. That's really impressive for a local Kiwi big man.
100%.
Yeah, so very, very good.
Another big man that shone for us in this one for the first time this year.
Finally.
Rob Baker finally produced a good game. 19 points. He shot 4 for 8 from 3. So, I mean, that's what you want to see. He was known as like a 3-point threat coming in for this team. Cop did say he was the best shooter on the team, and from Friday night, he might have proved that. So
it's about time.
Yeah.
Like, we spoke about this a couple weeks ago. It's taken Rob Baker 10 games to really show me anything. like, he is an import. We're paying big money for somebody, an American import, to come over here. And in this league, the league is dominated by imports. Like, there's no doubt about that. The way that you win games or win championships is by recruiting well and having good local pieces to surround them. PJC, obviously, we know what he's about. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out. Maybe not this year. I feel like his points per game output keeps going down every year, PJC. Yeah. Funnily enough, but his assists is going up. So, but Rob Baker is a player that we signed. You were hot on him. That 20 whatever point game he had over in Japan, you're like, he's going to come in, he's going to be our best player.
I had him as my MVP pick.
Yeah, that's one of the worst takes I've ever seen.
Well, to try and save myself a little bit, I said one of the 3 Breakers imports. I did lean to Rob Baker, but
yeah, and none of them are even in the race.
None of them are even in the race.
Bryce Cotton's going to win it again.
But I mean, if we were like a 2 seed right now, then
no,
PJC would be in the race.
Nah, I don't know.
Anyway,
but yeah, Rob Baker finally 4 for 8 from 3, looked very confident. Got a few points inside, got a few blocks. It's just the thing with Rob Baker. Like the last episode, we had that poll question come up, and I was just kind of like, have we recruited correctly here? Because Rob Baker is not producing anything, which sounds rude, but I just felt like we had wasted a roster spot on him. But last game against Illawarra, despite winning by 42, played really well, shot the piss out the ball, and that's what we need from him. That's why we recruited him. He's that 3-point sniper. We stretch the floor, but
he looks like a 3 out there as well. Like some of the a couple of the threes that he took, almost like fading as a big man. Like he moves like a 3. He gets put on threes on defense as well. So it's like he's definitely like a small ball 4 essentially.
Even though he's like almost 7 foot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need Rob Baker to produce like 3 threes a game.
Yeah.
That's why he's there, to shoot the ball.
And we need him and Brockington to like both play well together in a game, which we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
Because Brockington kind of had a step back in this game.
I don't think that's his fault though, because everyone else was just firing.
Yeah, and we obviously blew them out, so they didn't play as many minutes. But yeah. Speaking of Brockington, he had 12 points, and Carlin Davidson as well. He continues to look excellent. He had 10 points off the bench.
He's been one of the biggest bright spots for our team this season. Yeah. Honestly, he is obviously. If you're around New Zealand basketball, you know who Carlin Davidson is because of his highlight reel dunks and everything down in Taranaki when he was growing up. And then got given that chance last season as a DP. Cops put so much trust in him this year to transition him to a full rostered player. He's probably... he's one of the first players off the bench, and he's just excellent. Yeah. So much energy. Defensively, he's one of our best players. And something that you can't teach is athleticism, and he has so much of it. Yeah. And it's helped us a lot. I said this to Cop a few weeks ago. He must be so happy with what he's producing, and I mean, I'm happy with it. 100%. He looks really good.
I think we're definitely tracking upwards as Breakers. Maybe that's an optimistic take, but I'm liking what we're seeing. So I think we just continue on this this path of winning, and I think we can still slide into that 6 seed. That's definitely not out of the realm of possibility.
We've played 10 games out of like 33 with the Ignite round games now. We've got lots of time.
Sure.
Kareem Lopez also was 14 points in the night. He really impressed me. Defensively, he looks great too. The 3-point shot, he's shooting like 40-something% from 3 this year.
He leads our team.
Like, last season, he couldn't really shoot that well. I mean, we had a debate that I was a better free throw shooter than him.
Oh, mate, that was not a debate. That was just a taking the mickey out of Finn James.
Nah. But no, Kareem he is 18 years old and looks... He doesn't look like a boy amongst men. He looks like a man amongst men.
I mean, yeah,
he was, dare I say, bitching people against Illawarra on Friday.
That's what you expect from an 18-year-old, though. Like, he's still so young that he's learning every single day. Like, just getting better at every single aspect of basketball. And that's why he's projected as a top 10 draft pick in the next NBA draft.
His draft stock is he's gonna be a top 4 pick by the end of the NBL season.
Top 4? Bold take.
I reckon top 4. I mean, he's projected 7th right now.
Yeah.
I reckon he could go top 4.
I don't hate that because I think the top 3 is pretty set. I don't know if you follow like college hoops.
Not really.
They got Darren Peterson, AJ Dibansa, and Cameron Boozer. Those 3 are like kind of
Boozer
locks.
twins,
Yeah,
they're
locks as the top. One? Yeah, he's like projected 2nd round, I think.
Oh yeah.
But those 3 are like locks for the top 3. So that 4th spot is like up for grabs. Kareem could go 4th.
You know what's crazy though? I saw the NBL Next Stars awards race, and they had Dash above Kareem. This was this was like a week or 2 ago. But in all fairness, Dash is playing on Melbourne United, who are 9-0, and has been good.
Yes.
Kind of helps that they're winning every game by like big numbers, and he can get in and score points.
It also helps his draft stock that his brother is Dyson Daniels, and he's one of the best defenders in the NBA. So
Well, this wasn't even draft stock. This is like the NBL. This is the NBL Next Gen Award.
Ah, fair.
Yeah, and in all fairness, Kareem has also been on a minutes restriction since the first game.
Yeah, he's still doing all of this on a minutes restriction.
Like he's on a minutes restriction. It is slowly being lifted. I think he's upwards of like 24 minutes a game now. But like we could see 30 plus minutes from Kareem easily. He's he's an incredibly talented individual, and sky's the limit for that kid. I need to get a Kareem jersey just so when he's drafted and becomes a great NBA player, I can be like, yeah, he used to
get
play
one of those
for us.
Scooby Doo ones.
Bro, you see those?
Yeah.
What? I don't even know what that's for. I went on the NBL website and there's Scooby Doo. There's Scooby Doo Breakers jerseys.
I'm not a fan.
Is there a Scooby Doo round coming?
Scooby Doo round.
Well, they did the Looney Tunes round.
Maybe it's like a cartoon round or something. I don't know.
They've done Avengers. They've done Looney Tunes.
Well, this is just gonna do a round full of Scooby Doo themed things.
Or it's like who makes them? It's Warner Brothers, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, Scooby Doo round.
I don't like them.
Yeah, they're kind of weird. Kind of vibey though. They're cheap too. Well, cheaper.
Get one.
Nah.
With what's his name?
Kareem
Kareem on it.
Maybe. Looking ahead though, Will.
Yeah.
We've got. I'm not on the Breakers, but the Breakers have the Adelaide 36ers on Thursday night down in Christchurch, Wolfbrook Arena. How are you feeling going into this one?
I'm not optimistic in this one, sorry. It's Bryce Cotton. That's all I need to say.
Well, let's look what happened last year. Bryce Cotton had over 2 games against us, he averaged 50 because he had 59 and 41.
No, 41 was against another team though.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
But he had 59.
He had 59. He has his career high against us.
Yeah. Yep. We'll just write that one off as a loss. Just pretend like that game doesn't happen and continue with our upward streak.
You have no
From
optimism.
that game onwards.
You have no optimism at all.
I'm sorry. No.
Wow, that's
Bryce
harsh,
Cotton
man.
is going to come in and cook us.
Well,
And there's nothing we can do about it, unfortunately. Unless, who knows, Bryce Cotton misses the plane to New Zealand. That might be the only way.
he gets food poisoning on the way over.
I would not wish that on him. No, he just woke up early and missed the flight.
Look, if I'm Coach Kopp, I'm sitting Carlin Davison down in my office, and I'm saying, study this guy.
Ooh.
You're guarding Bryce Cotton for 30 plus minutes on Thursday night.
Damn.
Just personally, I think I'm putting Carlin on him.
Yeah.
Need that length and athleticism, the ability to try and fight over the screens. I think Carlin being way bigger than Bryce, very athletic. I think we're gonna have to put him on there. Or Brock. I don't see Parker guarding him.
No, like we love Parker,
Brockington?
but Bryce will cook Parker. Let's be honest.
I don't think Parker's a bad defender.
He's not, but
He's
he's
just
just too small. Bryce is just going to shoot over him.
Well, I mean,
Get to
Bryce
his
is only
spot.
like 6 foot.
Yeah, but
Yeah, are you? I think I'm sitting Carlin down and giving him this assignment.
I
And
like
Brock
Carlin
as
or
well.
Brock. Yeah, I agree.
And that's the thing. Like we've seen it this season already. When Adelaide lost to Sydney, with the old Kendrick Davis beef, whatever. They put Bull Quall on Bryce Cotton and held him to 7 points. I think it was only like the 8th. No, maybe less. It was one of the very few times in his career where Bryce Cotton did score less than 10. And they got a really big... It was a pretty comfortable win over Adelaide that game for Sydney because the scoring outlet, which we talked about earlier, doesn't really come from anyone else. So if we have the ability to hold Bryce, dare I say even just under 20, I think we have a really good chance of winning this game.
Okay, you've turned into the optimistic Breakers fan, Finn. I love it. I'm here for it.
You don't agree with me?
I think we have a shot, but it's like a shot 1 in 100. Nah, okay, that's a bit too far. But no, I think Adelaide just come in and get the job done for no reason other than Bryce Cotton. That's my only reasoning. If he, like I said, if he misses his flight, it's a dub, and I'm happy. But I don't see us winning it, unfortunately, Finn.
Yeah. Poll question from last week. We don't have the results up right now, but it was pretty lenient. We asked, who is Rob Baker and Isaiah Brockington the right fits, and most people were saying no.
And a few
And a
people
lot
were
of the-
saying one of them is, the other isn't.
Yeah, the fair few comments were saying one's great, one isn't.
I guess we can determine which one that was since that
At
game.
the time.
At the time.
However, now, after seeing on Friday night, maybe I'm feeling a little bit better about our import duo.
Slightly, but I can't say that after one game. He needs to prove to me in 3 games straight that he can perform for us. Like, if he goes out there against Adelaide and scores 6 points on 1 for 6 from 3, then I'm back to how I was before. Like, he needs to go out there, shoot at least 50% from 3, and score me 15 points.
50% from
40% from 3. I'll be a bit
40,
more lenient.
okay.
But he needs 15 points.
He'll have Zylan Cheatham as his assignment.
Yeah.
That's a hard matchup.
Rob Baker, that is, we're talking about.
Yes, Rob Baker, not Brockington. Brockington's pretty safe.
Yeah.
Rob Baker will have Zylan Cheatham on Thursday night. I think, considering what Zylan did against Melbourne, it's going to be a really tough matchup for him. You know, Sam will have Isaac, which I think Sam's easily got the upper hand on Humphreys.
For sure.
So I reckon you think we're going to get whitewashed.
Not whitewashed. I think we lose by 10.
Okay. I think this game is going to be closer than we think. It doesn't help it's in Christchurch, in my opinion. I love that the Breakers try to travel around and, you know, we're the New Zealand Breakers, so we want to go to Christchurch, Wellington, like New Plymouth, whatever.
Going back to your hometown, Finn. The mighty Christchurch.
Oh, God. Sorry, I'm not the biggest fan.
You're from there. How can you say that?
Doesn't mean I liked it.
So.
Well, I did at the time, but not anymore. But I don't think it really... It's great for the fans and the exposure of our team, but it just technically feels like an away game if you really think about it. Although, like, the fans and stuff are there for us. The familiarity of playing at Spark Arena, you know, like getting a feel for the arena and the hoops and everything like that. And they got to travel there. That's an hour flight down to Christchurch. That's still a travel day.
Yeah.
So I don't really know how I feel about it. I'm sure they'll probably go down to Christchurch like a day or two early and, you know, get some runs in at Wolfbrook, but
No, I
don't know.
Just give them their own team down in Christchurch. Keep the Breakers up here in Auckland.
So would you change that to the Auckland Breakers?
Ooh, good question.
And then the Canterbury or Christchurch?
I'd change it to the North Island Breakers.
And the South
and
Island.
the South Island something.
Oh, okay. I actually don't mind that idea.
Yeah. And then there would be a mean, like, inter-island rivalry between the two teams.
That would be very cool.
Yeah.
Like Auckland FC and Wellington, but that's only in the North Island.
Yeah.
But it's still a great derby.
Oh, a bit off topic, but I heard, I think they're going to add a Christchurch team to the A-League as well.
Really?
At least one of our friends, Reese, was saying that. So,
Do you believe everything that comes out of people's mouths?
I mean, football geek.
Yeah, you never know. I
believe
think it's in the talks.
Yeah.
Sorry, bit of a tangent there. Let's get into some NBA action, which the first time on the podcast, other than last week where we did our predictions, where we can sort of have a gander at what's been going around the league. And I think I really want to start off with not the most recent news, but the biggest news so far. Chauncey Billups and Tia Rozier getting done for their illegal... Chauncey Billups got done for illegal poker games linked to the Mafia, and Tia Rozier's been done for match fixing, which I think it was a year or two ago it all came out. Everyone defended him, he got let go, and I mean now he's been arrested by... And this is
the FBI.
I was going to say, the FBI is involved in this.
It's got to be bad if the FBI is
Well, I think it's because like the Mafia is involved in this.
Yeah.
The American... Well, I don't know what Mafia... I don't even know how it works. We don't really have one in New Zealand, but the fact the Mafia is involved in this is crazy. So yeah, your boy, he's gone.
Yeah, Chauncey Billups, he's gone, and I'm not too hopeful. I think that could be it. He was the last person I thought would do this. I thought Chauncey was like a great person, and maybe he is. Maybe he is innocent. So I'm not like putting out any accusations.
To be fair, he
there.
hasn't been.
Like they haven't been convicted yet, have they?
No,
I think it's still,
no,
they've just been arrested. But as a selfish Blazers fan, part of me doesn't want him to come back.
Yeah,
I wish the best for him.
You said there was times last season where you were questioning some of the rotation choices, right?
As a coach, I don't like him.
So shout out Tiago Splitter.
Tiago Splitter has come in.
He was the assistant coach, correct?
He was one of the assistant coaches. He's come in as the interim head coach, and he's making a case to become the permanent head coach.
You think they're going to
sign him? Because the Portland Trailblazers, baby, we're 4-2 to start the season. I'm gonna go on a tangent here. 4-2. We've beaten the Lakers, the Nuggets.
Yesterday,
we beat them yesterday with Jeremy Grant game-winning free throws, and we beat the Warriors by 20. Those are 3 Western Conference playoff teams that we beat.
You know who you didn't beat?
We didn't beat the Wolves in the first game of the season. They beat us by 4, unfortunately.
Yep, and who else beat you?
Close game. No one else. That was it.
There was another team.
What was there?
Yeah.
They slipped my mind. They're so irrelevant.
The Clippers, by the way. Just
the Clippers. Yeah. Where are you guys on the standings?
Mate, it's been 5 games. Like, I understand the confidence levels for you as an optimistic Blazers fan, but, like, this won't continue. Shaden Sharp has been, dare I say, awful.
I knew this was coming.
Shaden Sharp has been so bad.
He's just been.
You're
missing
high
all
on
the
him.
shots.
No, well. You're high on him every bloody year, and he's come off. You were telling me he had a stretch of games last year. He averaged 26 on great efficiency.
Yeah,
Fair play to him. Where's that this season?
He's like you just said, 6 games in.
Oh, so now it matters that it's been 6 games. Oh,
It's 6 games.
So now it matters.
Well, the fact we're winning, that's valid because we're winning as a team.
Oh, but
The fact he's missing shots is just he's off to a rough stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
No, I don't.
You know what I mean.
It's been 6 games.
You know what I mean.
82 game season. It's been 6 games.
He's just missing his shots. He's not taking bad shots. He's just missing them all. It's not like he's playing bad. He's just missing all of his shots. But he'll find a shot. Denny Avdi has looked incredible. Drew Holiday is looking like he's having the best. I mean, it's like you said, it's 6 games. But so far, his averages are the best of his career. He's averaging 19 and 9.
Well, yeah, it's because he's got the opportunity to, because he's not in the shadow of anyone.
Yeah, but he's also
Especially not
35 years
Shaden
old.
Sharp. Sorry, I got to stop going at your boy now.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all I have to say about the Blazers. We're 4-2. I'm happy.
Actually, no.
I'm
In
a
all
happy
fairness,
Blazers
though,
fan.
decent start for you guys. For
We've
sure.
beaten good teams as well, so it's not like
you didn't beat us though.
Go on. What
Speaking
do
of
you
the
have to say about the
Clippers,
Clippers?
we're
Finn?
3-2.
3-2.
Shout out Kawhi Leonard yesterday.
Behind the Portland Trail Blazers.
Shout out Kawhi Leonard. Got a very tough game winner against the Pelicans in the NBA Cup yesterday.
Wait, you guys were in a close game with the Pelicans?
Yeah.
Aren't they 0-4? Or 0-5 now?
Mate, I better not remind you about our first game of the season against Utah then.
What happened? In that? Oh, yeah.
We got blown out.
You lost to Utah.
We got Lowry Markkinen was
Utah
going crazy.
Jazz.
Shout out Lowry Markkinen, having a great year by the way. Shout out my boy Lowry. But you know we've looked old. I think it's the best way to put it. We've looked old.
You guys are so youthful and just incredible and talented and gifted and so many future first round draft picks, and I've got to do it because I do it all the time, and I don't think we've done it this season of the Fast Break podcast yet. But we ask Finn James to look back at old trades, and the first one that comes to mind for me is, what are your feelings on the SGA trade, Finn?
Yeah, no,
how do you feel now as a Clippers fan?
Let's not do
Having given away, I think it was Shea, Jalen Williams, a multitude of first round picks, but you got Paul George back, and then Paul George did nothing and he left. So, thoughts, feelings on that trade as a Clippers fan?
No comment.
Had to bring it up.
We've had some bad losses this season already, though, I'll be honest. Utah, and we got blown out by the Warriors too, actually. Surprisingly, though, I thought the Warriors were going to be ass this year. They actually look pretty good. Kuminga looks great. Maybe he was worth that money he was always chasing.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, though. Is Luka Doncic the best player in the NBA?
I was actually just having this argument before podcast with some other guys. He's played 3 games this season. I have him on fantasy, so I have a bias towards Luka as well.
You had him in your IR yesterday.
I forgot to put him back in. Yeah. Anyway, he's played 3 games. He's averaging 40 points per game. In those 3 games, he's looked like hands down the best player in basketball. But you can't say that he's the best player in the league off 3 games.
But the Portland Trail Blazers are going to go win an NBA championship after 6.
But Shaden Sharp sucks.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Continue, sorry. I got to stop now. I'll stop now.
For me, he's the 3rd best player in the league.
Okay.
I still would say Giannis and Jokic are the top 2 players in the league for me, and Luka's 3rd. But if he continues this dominance, 40, he could genuinely average 40 a game. He's doing it effortlessly. He's hands down the best player in the league. But I just need to see more. Play 10 games and keep that average 36 plus. He's the best player in the league for me.
Well, this is like when we go back to James Harden MVP's year, and he averaged 40 across a pretty long stretch of games. Yeah. He won MVP, best player in the league. If Luka also has a stretch of averaging 40 for, 10 to 15 games, he would be a front runner for
sure.
MVP.
100%.
Whether it happens or not, I think LeBron's out until mid-November, maybe even early December, I think I saw as well, with that sciatica issue.
Luka's points will obviously go down when LeBron comes back.
Also, shout out Austin Reeves.
Oh, yeah.
Man, he is a really good basketball player.
50 piece.
Yeah, almost 50-point triple-double, game winner.
41 against the Blazers as well.
Yeah. But Luka, I don't know if he's the best. I think he's the best offensive player in the NBA.
Yeah, agreed.
But I think he's not the best complete player in the NBA.
Jokic. Yeah.
No, I think he's a better scorer than Jokic.
Yeah, scorer, but passer. Oh, he is a great passer as well.
One of the best passers this league has seen.
Yeah, no, I see that.
I just think he's not the most complete player simply because he is a bit of a liability on defense.
And that's why Giannis is number 1 for me.
Well, yeah, because Giannis is just a freak.
Yeah. The Greek
He's a
freak.
freak, man.
He's not just a freak, he's the Greek freak.
He is the Greek freak. Luka's very good, though. Had a hell of a start of the season,
Yeah.
absolutely. And one thing I also wanted to bring up as well, San Antonio. Best start in franchise history, actually. 5-0. Victor Wembanyama looking like a MVP candidate to start this season
Another one
already.
of those guys.
He just looks so good.
Yeah.
But if you haven't put money on him to win Depoy already, you've probably missed out because the odds will be so low.
Yeah.
The only thing that I've seen on the bookies now, he's like $1.40. That's only if he gets injured.
Yeah.
But it's essentially a lock.
Oh, 100%.
The game it was on Friday where they went 5-0. Had a really good game. Who did they play against? God, that slips my mind. It was a very good game though.
They beat the Heat the other day.
Yes. Wemby had 5 blocks, all in the second half. Didn't have a single block in the first half.
I'll continue to say I think he's going to have a quadruple-double at some point this season. He had 9 blocks early on in the season. I forgot what game that was against, but he had 9 blocks already. And the points and rebounds are a lock. I think there's going to be a game where he gets 10 blocks and 10 assists this year.
It's a possibility.
He's a freak, man.
Yeah, he's very good.
He's going to be the GOAT if he doesn't continue with injuries.
I 100% agree with you. Like, what he's doing is what nobody has ever done in basketball before, unless you look way back, like Wilt Chamberlain or whatever, stuff like that.
I saw a comparison of, they like photoshopped Wemby's face onto Wilt holding up the 100 sign. They were like, maybe I do believe that Wilt scored 100 now.
Bro, Wilt scored 100 points.
I believe that Wilt scored 100.
Wilt scored 100
But
points. I know there's no evidence, but like, and there's
Wemby,
evidence of games, other things, but I think Wilt scored 100
if
points.
Wemby figures it out, he could genuinely like score 100 points. In like 10 years from now, when scoring is just massively inflated.
4-point line.
4-point line. I think Wemby could score 100 points.
I just can't believe what a 7'5" man is doing on a basketball court. It's just, I see why he's got an alien as his nickname. There's no way another 7'5" player is going to enter the league with his ball playing ability. Like the way he handles the ball is just insane.
Yeah.
Obviously, Bol was kind of that guy, but
He's still only like what 7'2".
yeah, but he was like a massive guard.
Yeah.
I remember Shaq had a crazy take when Wemby was a rookie saying,
"Oh, bro.
Bol is just Wemby without the hype."
Yeah.
It's just not even comparable
So
at this
dumb.
point. Like, Wemby is just an absolute freak of nature. And look, hot take here, Spurs could be a top 4 seed if it continues like this.
Yeah, for sure.
They have a really good team outside of Wemby. Stephon Castle's looked really good to start this year. Vassell's healthy. Keldon Johnson's there. Luke Cornett was a sneaky good pickup for this offseason as well.
Dylan Harper, their draft pick.
Yeah, exactly.
They already have the last 2 Rookie of the Years. They could, if Dylan Harper keeps it up, have 3 straight Rookie of the Years.
Yeah, and Sohan's out. And Fox hasn't been playing either. Like, they have a great team. I genuinely think Fox comes back, Sohan comes back, Wemby stays healthy. That's a team that could make a really good run in the playoffs.
Speaking of rookies, I do have to quickly shout out VJ Edgecombe.
Oh,
he's
my
looked incredible,
goodness.
bro. As
Yeah.
a rookie, he's averaging like 24, 5, and 5. He's looked insane.
The Sixers are the second seed in the East.
Him and Maxey.
Him and Maxey are going to be the future of that club. Obviously,
100%.
you don't even need Joel Embiid anymore, just quietly.
Yeah.
He's barely done anything this year. Still looks injured out there. Paul George, I think, is returning either today or tomorrow, one of these games upcoming. But they have an incredibly good backcourt with VJ Edgecombe. And
I can't believe I traded him.
And you know what's crazy? Jared McCain is yet to return as well, who was on track to win Rookie of the Year last year. The Sixers have their future right in front of them. They don't need to chase anything. It's just I think they need to ship off Embiid and start rebuilding as soon as they can.
Agreed.
I really do.
Do you think that was a smart trade by me, Finn?
No. Who'd you trade him for?
I traded VJ Edgecombe for Shaden Sharp and Cameron Johnson.
Yeah, right. Cameron Johnson's been kind of underwhelming as well this year.
Yes.
Yeah,
anyway.
Sixers, man. If you're a Sixers fan, like, your future's in front of you. VJ Edgecombe is going to be a star.
NBA, it's off to a hot start.
Very excited.
Extremely entertaining. I think this was like the most 50-point games at the start of a season as well.
Poll.
Somewhere I saw that.
I've got a poll in my head.
Go on.
We didn't write one down, but I actually want to wheel back to the question.
Yeah.
Is Luka Doncic the best offensive player in the NBA? I'm just going to put it out there, yes or no. I think we're going to get a lot of yeses.
Go a step further. Just say, is Luka Doncic the best player in the NBA?
That's the poll for this episode. Is Luka Doncic the best player in the NBA?
Because I feel as the offensive player one. That's not even a hot take.
Yeah, true.
Best player in the league? That's a good one.
Hey, and go to the comments and tell us why. I want to know why you think he's better than Giannis and Jokic
or who you have as the
Kawhi
number one
Leonard.
player in the league if you disagree.
Yeah, put that in the comments. That's the poll for this episode.
Sweet. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you next week.